on them. Now on the white ones, usually the white is softer, but this one's harder. So, hey guys and gals, Sweet Project Cars here. We're going to get Julio out of the way right now. Julio, tell everybody where all the tools are located.
Buscar en el show más de la descripción del video para todas las herramientas.
Thank you, Julio, Cesar, Chavez, Rodriguez, Jorge, Johnson, Thompson. Now, I know a lot of you have always wondered, what color buffing pad do you use? A big question to a lot of people. And the thing is, that what you have to remember is, not one company is making these. But you have to decipher which one will work best for what you're doing. If you're doing a heavy cut, like if we were to buff the Blue Bomber, which is in really bad shape, then we'd use a heavier, harder pad. If you're doing a finishing polish, you want to use a softer pad. So in essence, this is it. The harder the pad, the more cut it takes, the more it removes of the horrible finish to give you a better finish, so you would work your way down the colors. So for instance, and you're going to see that in the up and coming video. Now make sure you're catching all the videos in this series. This is the third video in the series.
You could jazz it up with a song or two.
And I wanted to go over this before we did the machine polishing on the other side of this car, which would be on the driver's side. Now I'm going to pull a few out of here just to show you what I'm talking about. Now this orange one right here is quite soft. They give you two in the package. This one is harder. So this would be your cut for heavier removal of scratches and that kind of thing. Then you would go to this one. How do you tell between the white, the yellow, the maroon, the blue, and the black? All you have to do is push on them. Now on the white ones, usually the white is softer, but this one's harder. So the black is softer than the white one. The yellow is really hard. Now, I've had yellow ones that were really soft. The maroon one is probably the hardest. And then the blue one is the softest. Real easy to bend. You can do that number with it right there. So that would be the one for using on this car where it has minute scratches and some imperfections. So I'd use the blue one on this. But if I'm doing the Blue Bomber where the paint is horrible, I would use the stiffest one, which would be the yellow first. Then, or the maroon one. The yellow or the maroon for bad paint where there's no shine to it left. You've let it go. You've got to really dig in to get that clear coat to come out. So you'd use these. Then you'd move your way down to probably the gray one, black, and then white, and then finish off with blue. And we're also going to be talking about how to care for these real quick. Now, the softest of the soft are these right here. The white wool is softer than the yellow. Not really. You can feel the difference. The yellow seems to be softer than the white. They're so close, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so you would finish everything out before you waxed or ceramic coated with one of these. That'll put the high shine on it that you're looking for. To clean them, this is what you do. Get yourself a bucket of nice, warm, closer to hot water, soap in it, and soak them, squeeze them, get all the garbage out of them, squeeze them out really good, and then you can put them on your buffer and spin them to get the water out, and then set them out in the sun or set them out so they dry. Once they're perfectly dry, set them in the house for about a day or two somewhere so they're really dry. They've got to be really dry, perfectly dry. Then you can put them in Ziploc bags and store them in a cool, dark place, because sunlight and daylight will help to deteriorate these very fast. Hopefully this helps you guys to have your pads last a long time for you. Again, if I was going to clean this, I would wash it all up with soapy water in a bucket, rinse it out good, and then put it on the buffer, spin it till all the stuff comes out of it. When we start on this car here, we're going to use the blue one and get all the imperfections out. And again, don't miss all the videos in this series. If you want your paint to shine the best it possibly ever could, then you want to watch all the videos in the series. We're going to try to put all the links in the show more area so you can just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, however many we end up with. Your paint will look awesome once we get done. Thanks for being with us. Sweet Project Cars, out.